Salute, 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 salute. You know, man, oh man, oh man. I was thinking of so many reasons of postponing this live, and I could have used every excuse in the world of to push this to another date, but it's no time like the present, man. I'm gonna do my best to make sure that I get this information out to y'all. I have a special guest coming up here. He definitely, salute Ducky Low. He definitely gonna chime in. I don't want to give too much of his story away, but some of these things that in life is important, and I want to make sure that I know we use social media for entertainment, but it can also be used for education, and we can educate each other on several levels. And I know, especially in our community, as far as the Latino and the Black communities, and all communities. I'm gonna just say it that way. Especially the men, we have this fear of going to doctors and really partaking of our your regular, even regular physicals. 90, maybe I'll say about 60-something% of us, we don't even have a primary care doctor. So you don't have that initial coach to coach you outside of your loved one. And I believe that is very imperative for you to get yourself a primary care doctor. Get you some insurance, things of that nature, so that you can take care. Because at the end of the day, you just never know, man. You just never know what you could be hit with. Salute wise, I see you, fam. What you could be hit with, what a family member could be hit with. Do your best to take care of you and prevent certain things from occurring if you can. And then pretty much everything else you put it in if you believe in God and God's hand, or if you're not a believer in God, you still put it in a higher being's hand. Whoever your significant higher being might be, whether it's Allah, Jehovah, God, or whoever it is, put it in their hands, man. But you have to do your part, man. We have to be willing to take time out to go to the doctor, to get things checked, to stop fearing the unknown as much. When you can sit up there and just go get an annual physical, go get yourself checked out. Do routine maintenance of yourself, just like you do routine maintenance on your car. Like I said, I'm gonna really do my best. I'm gonna pull up some statistics and so on and so forth. I want to make sure I make this extremely clear, because I know YouTube is very particular about healthcare information and so on and so forth. So let me say this: I'm not a healthcare provider. I'm not in the medical field at all. I'm just telling you from my life experiences, or some of my particular loved ones who's close to me, things that they've dealt with, and how we particularly handled that, if that sounds fair. And if anybody in the chat, if y'all feel, you want to come up here, share some story, or share some insight on the topic at hand, by all means, I could use as much hands as I could get, So if you have any knowledge on the different forms of cancer, any preventative maintenance as far as healthcare is concerned, by all means, I'll drop the link. We could pull up and we could have, an open panel discussion about it until our guests arrive. Man, I'm gonna just let you know that our guest who is scheduled to arrive, him as well as Ski Black, RIP, as well as Seiko, as well as who else did we lose? We kind of lost. Shout out to G Life, man. Unfortunately, G Life passed away, and that was another brother. But these brothers in the culture was passing away, and at the time I was just freshly off of I had a major heart attack. So I'm disclosing that to y'all. Had a major heart attack. I kind of fell back from social media itself, and I myself, I had to, get myself into a routine of eating better, of transitioning into, damn, who's going to take care if I'm not here? So I had to start making sure I put things in place to speak for me if, God forbid, I was put in a position where I wasn't able to speak for myself. If you don't have life insurance, please get your insurances in order. If you do not have a living will, please, it is imperative that you get yourself a living will and get it in order. Because if, God forbid, you lost the ability to speak for yourself, let's just say you don't want to leave that burden on your significant other of making the decision to pull a plug or not pull a plug. That's something you should already have in writing. Also, if y'all have kids and things of that nature and property, how things are to be divided up. This way, there's no confusion in the end. So if y'all don't have living will access or access to proper insurance, and what's the right amount of life insurance you should have, those in those particular areas I can cover. I am fully licensed, so I can cover those areas. Salute, Sexy J. I see you, fam. I can cover anything as far as anything on a legal aspect and on insurance aspect is concerned. I could cover that. Healthcare, though, like I said, I'm not a healthcare provider, so all I can do is preventative maintenance, man. Preventative maintenance is the key. Go get your annual checkups, man. Facts, please. I want to make sure that we all win and we're all here to enjoy the fruits of our labor, man. I'm gonna give y'all a real brief story, and I really didn't want to make this about myself, but per se, let's just say in life, if you don't have something in place to protect your income, let's just say, God forbid, Katrina was the hit where we live at now, wherever you live at, right? Imagine Katrina hit right now. How much of your income is put to the side that you can survive off of if you weren't able to go to work to make some more money? Those are the type of conversations you really need to be having with your significant other, or if you're doing it by yourself, you need to have that conversation with someone. You need to find out if, Lord forbid, if you went outside and got into a car accident and it left you with the where you're not able to speak for yourself. Do you want the plug pulled, or do you want to live like a vegetable? How long do you want to? How many times would you like to be resuscitated? Those, do not, please, y'all, please, do not leave that burden on your family, man. That's all I could think about, man. I did not want to leave that burden on my family, and it's by far, it would hurt me to my heart knowing that I know as much information as I know, and the people that call themselves my family and my friends and supportive of me, that I did not share this information with y'all. I would feel selfish. So I promised to do this on plenty platforms before. I'm still kind of waiting for our guests to pull up, but we're gonna take care of this now, man. If you're in the chat and you're having any financial issues, anything dealing with credit, anything dealing with you just need a supplemental income, that means income outside of what you currently make on your particular job, I can help you with all of those areas by far. Man, let's do this, right? Put a 1 in the chat, right? If you would love some information on, let's just say let's use getting out of debt. I'm gonna use the getting out of debt process first, because I think a lot of times when we're drowning in debt, you kind of don't know where to go, and you're hearing a whole bunch of information from a whole bunch of broke people, and it's not the correct information. So let's go as far as, if you're in the chat and you would like some information on how to grab a hold of your debt, get your debt taken care of, so that you can put yourself in the positive and stop living in the negative. Put a 1 in the chat. I promise I got y'all. Let me see. What else? What else I'm gonna make sure I cover? I'm gonna cover life insurance too. I'm gonna make sure that with some of these illnesses that's out here, people don't know what type of insurance to get. They what type of life insurance they should have, what company they should go to, so on and so forth. Who should they discuss life insurance or I'm gonna call it income protection plans with. By far, I can help you in so many ways, man. I got tears coming to my eyes because it really hurts to see people hurting, knowing that they're just too afraid to ask for help. They're so used to the ridicule and all these other things, man. I am here to help you. I promise you that, on every particular level. If you need any type of guidance when it comes as far as financial services, I got you. That's a promise. Back to some of these cancers. Is there anybody in the audience that is familiar with any of the cancers? I know this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Of course, I'm not a female. As far as the little bit of information I do know about breast cancer, I know women should be getting checked and so on and so forth. I'm not quite sure how often a woman is supposed to get a mammogram, but if there's a woman in the audience that would like to throw that information out there, by all means, help! Help! Nah, that's what's up though. Anybody's always speak about what I want and what needs to be done. Okay, let's you know what? A lot of people have, not to just target one person. Miss Gemini, appreciate you. I love you to death. Men get breast cancer too. That is a fact. Let me make sure I say this. Well, let me put this disclaimer up there so that anything I say won't get me shadow banned or any of this other stuff, right? These views and opinions expressed in the media or comments on this channel are those. They're not my personal opinion. Like I said, I'm not a professional, but from experience, I will say this. Anybody that uses antiperspirant deodorants, right? That's your, I don't really want to call out names of companies, but I am going to do it this time. Degree, Secret, any if it says antiperspirant as far as the deodorant, put a 1 in the chat. If you use antiperspirant deodorants, put a 1 in the chat for me, because we're gonna I'm gonna show you how this all ties back into these cancers that because I know a lot of people, they hear things and they hear rumors and not quite sure, but one way of being highly exposed to breast cancer is if you shave your armpits. The hair under your arms are to protect like under your arm, that is a pressure point, right? When you shave under your arm, you're exposing that pressure point to any toxins that's in the air, right? Now, if you use an antiperspirant deodorant, Degree, uh, Secret, and any of the ones, look on the description of the deodorant. If it says aluminum, please, by God, do not use an antiperspirant deodorant after you shaved under your arms, because you are that aluminum is soaking into your pressure point, and it is exposing you to cancerous uh, fumes. Aluminum is very high in cancer causing cells. Don't take my word for it. Google it. By all means, is the information is there, and you can look it up. But that is one thing, and I know women shave under their arms more than men do, and women they contact cancer as far as breast cancer more than men do. Men do get it, but like I said, it is through the antiperspirant deodorant. There are things that you can do so that you're not funky, but be mindful of using an antiperspirant deodorant. Maybe you might want to use some powder first, but don't use anything that has aluminum in its ingredients under your arms after you shave. All right. Now, one of the other forms of cancer is, we did one for the female. Let's do, okay, let's use one that's both. Let's just say your colon cancer, right? Colon cancer. I'm not quite sure how it's formed, how it's caused. Some of the symptoms may vary depending on the cancer size and the location. Symptoms might include blood in the stool, abdominal discomfort, a change in your bowel habits, such as diarrhea or constipation. I'm not quite sure if you're experiencing any of those symptoms, or you had a family member that might experience this, so you know a little more of it. It also says people may experience pain in areas in the abdominal gastrointestinal. I don't know, I jacked that word up. Blood in your stool, change your bowel habits, constipation, narrow stools, or passing of excessive amounts of gas. Your whole body is enema or fatigue. Also common abdominal discomfort or weight loss. I didn't know that. I never knew that. Never knew that weight loss could be one of the symptoms of colon cancer. Pancreatic cancer. Let's look in the. No doubt. I just got confirmation that our guest will be pulling up very shortly. Salute, Lauren. I see you, fam. Sexy J. Just saying. Okay. So, like I said, I'm not quite sure. I'll Google it though. Of how often a woman should get a mammogram, but we're gonna look it up. How often should women get mammograms? Like I said, any female who it says the USPSTF recommends that women who are 50 to 74 years old and are at average risk for breast cancer get a mammogram every 2 years. Women who are 40 to 49 years old should talk to their doctor or other healthcare provider about when to start and how often to get a mammogram. Uh, let's see. How often do you really need a mammogram? Do mammograms need to be done? No. Let's see. They say, okay, women 55 and older can switch to a mammogram every other year, or they can choose to continue. Okay. Woo. Patriotic cancer. That's colon cancer, breast cancer. I'm trying to tackle all of them as they come. Patriotic cancer. Warning signs for it are belly pains that spread to the sides of your back, loss of appetite, weight loss, yellowing of the skin and whites of the eyes called jaundice, light colored or floating stools, dark colored urine, itching, new diagnosis of diabetes or diabetes that's getting harder to control, are all warning and telltale signs and symptoms of pancreatic cancer. I never knew none of that stuff. Let's see. I'm still waiting for the guest to pull up. What's another cancer? You know what? I'm looking on here when I could. My bad, y'all. I forgot I could pull it up on the computer and just share the screen. Let me do that. Give me like 2 seconds. Let me see. Okay, let me click on here. Now, Uncle Ralph, this is one of my pages. We use this page. This is like it's really our Jerry Springer page. We really use this page. I guess other people say the trolling page, so on and so forth. This is the page where if I wanted to cuss somebody out, that's what we normally do. We normally handle like all the foolishness. It just so happened that one of the people on my team, a couple brothers on the team, kind of caught illnesses and things of that nature. So because it's our Cancer Awareness Month, we decided to cover this topic tonight. But normally it's like last night we covered child support. And normally we're gonna do our best to kind of give y'all good content, but at the same time we still we're gonna keep it 100% funky. We're gonna, all of our past. I see you, fam. All of our past and all our stories and stuff like that, we're gonna continue to bring to you on this page, so that we can enlighten the youth not to take the path that we took. Without further ado, I got this gentleman in the back waiting. Man, let me just tell y'all, right? Again, Chip Lowe wrote a book. My book is called Surviving the City Inside the City, Volume 1. It's on Amazon, right? Hardback, paperback, and digital, if you want to get it that way. The person who's about to come up is one of the reasons why I wrote the book as fast as I wrote the book. And I'll let him, tell his spiel and give you, some nuts and bolts and all that other good stuff. So without further ado, salute, Steve. What's good, man?
Hey, Chip, what up? What's going on?
Man, you already know, man. Listen, very few people in the culture, and I'm gonna tell you that a lot of people pass through Baltimore, but I can't say they come and check for the kid, and you actually came and stopped and showed mad love when you stopped through Maryland. If y'all pass it through Maryland, feel free, man. Hit me up. I got no problem. Coming to break bread with y'all, man. That's a fact.
Of course, that's a must. That's a must, especially if you're going through the state.
Some people say it's checking in. I don't look at it as checking. I look at it as
checking in.
We family, and we family, right? I consider everybody like family.
Yeah.
If I'm passing through your state, I'm gonna hit you. Listen. I'm about to pass through. Da 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 da. Boom. Might meet up somewhere, and take it from there.
Yeah, exactly. Calamon said they got it. Someone they checking in. Checking in what?
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole new school era and all that. Crazy technology.
That's stupid shit.
Steamer, I had some questions lined up for you, right?
Yeah.
But, by far, what I would like for you to do is really take the time to introduce yourself to the audience. We got quite a few people in the chat, and just go into your spelling. Then I'll as you're going, I'll ask a question. If somebody pop a question in the chat, I'll pull that question up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm saying I'm Steamo, know what I mean? From MGV, Marcus Garvey. But I'm saying the reason why we was doing this video, because try to get awareness of this cancer stuff that's going on. And I've been dealing with this I've been dealing with my situation since 2021.
Okay.
So 2021, I mean, it seemed like it's almost about to be 3 years. You know what I mean? So it was funny because I was just doing a regular checkup. I'm a doctor, so I was talking to my doctor. He was like, "You approaching 50? They want you to do a colon collapsity." I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. What you talking about? But nah, for real, because you got playing with your booty and all that. Like, I ain't doing that shit. What you talking about, doc? And he started laughing and shit. But he was like, nah, you could do the stool test. So I did it. Then it came back. He said it was positive. He said, well, I'm like, positive with what? I'm like, positive with cancer. I'm like, all right, so now you got to do the colon collapsity. I'm like, all right, I did it. And so whatever. So after I did that, they came back. I'm talking to the doctor. He's like, yeah, you still came back. He said, you got colon cancer. I'm like, what you mean I got colon cancer? He's like, yeah, you got colon cancer stage 4. I'm like, I don't know shit about cancer, but ain't stage 4 kind of bad? I'm talking like I'm talking now, you know what I mean? They telling me all this stuff like, oh, the symptoms you should have had, or symptoms you should have had, or this and that. I'm like, nah, I ain't getting none of that. Nothing. What you talking about? Everything he asked me was no. No. And I'm like, it's like, how you feeling? I'm like, I'm feeling fine. What you talking about? I'm feeling fine. So even though he was telling me I got stage 4 colon cancer, I'm like, it still ain't really set in. So I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about because I'm fine. You know what I mean? Because when you usually hear stage 4, it's like people on their last leg and shit.
Hold that thought for me right there. I need you to. I'm come right back to that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you, when you hear it from another person, outside of the doctor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who don't know what it is, they always assume something else, right? Mm-hmm. So now we're hearing it directly from you. So my thing is, the minute, like you said, when the doctor told it to you, I'm putting myself like I'm at the doctor, and the doctor, like when I had a heart attack, right? I had a massive heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
The crazy thing is, when I was on a cruise ship, right, that Friday, danced around, you know what I mean, drunk, you know, with the kids, we partied, and you know, I got a video of that night. That's, you know, the whole rest of the night though, my chest was hurting. That Saturday, I just thought I had a hangover, but my chest still was hurting. It felt like I did 1,000 push-ups. That Sunday, we got off the ship, right? My wife just kept telling me, "You need to go to the hospital. You need to go to the hospital." My thing was, man, listen, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm still drunk because I don't drink like that. I said, listen, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call my primary care doctor and see what she say, right? Primary care doctor called her. She said, listen, you need to go to the hospital, go to the emergency room. So watch me. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna go take a shower, and if I feel better after the shower, I just go lay down, and then, you know, don't worry about, you know, nah, you need to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
My wife would get in the car, she drive me to the hospital. So when I walk up to the receptionist, she's like, sir, what you here for? And as soon as I was about to say what I'm here for, my wife was like, his chest hurting. They said, oh yeah. They grabbed me, started taking me in the back. They were like, get his ID, da-da-da. She filled out the paperwork. They sat me down. They just threw all type of wires on my chest. And the next thing I know, they stood me up and just start stripping me. Oh. So I'm bugging. I'm like, yo, what is y'all doing? What's going on? Oh, no, just come on. And then I hear the nurse say, listen, go get the clippers. Go get the clippers. Whoa, listen, somebody tell me what's going on. I'm starting to get frustrated because nobody's telling me what's going on. Oh, listen, your wife, she can't be back here. She got to go outside because it still was Corona time, right? I'm like, well, listen, they're like, look, sir, you need to calm down, please calm down. I can't calm down because you're not telling me what's going on. If somebody else touch me and don't tell me, I'm going to slap the shit out of them. Oh, sir, well, you're having a heart attack, right?
Oh, man.
We have to do an emergency surgery. We're going to put a stent through your heart, right? We're going they were like, normally they take it through your nuts and perform the stent. They were like, what we're going to do it through your arm, so we ain't going to need the clippers. I'm still bugging because he's talking to me like I'm talking now. But when he tells me, my mind frame was like, yo, I'm dying. You know what I mean? Like this is it. And then he had the audacity to ask me, sir, if you pass out during this procedure, is there anybody that can make medical decisions for you? Do you want to be revived? Do you want to be revived or resuscitated? Hell yeah, I want to be resuscitated. What are you talking about? Well, first of all, the person who can make medical decisions for me, y'all just sent out the fucking room. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, that's his wife. Listen, bring her back in here. Tell her where was she at? Bring her back in here. Call her. She got my phone. What do you mean call? How am I call her? Oh, sir, just calm down, please calm down. So, like I'm telling you, like when it's after the doctor told you that and it's set in, did you break down at all, or did you just stay calm and you wait till you got home?
No, I didn't break down. Like I'm always in a cool demeanor. I mean, that's just me. Period. I mean, even when the doctor told me, he like, I'm guessing because he ain't even getting no expression from me. I mean, you kind of like, I'm like, all right. Even though you saying it, I'm still like, I'm not really believing you because even though you saying it, I'm not believing you. You know what I mean? But after he said it, whatever, you know, he left out, and the other doctor came in, you know, explain more, get into more details and all that. So I'm like, all right. And like you said, that was going through all that COVID bullshit. So they were like, we want to start you on chemo. I'm like, chemo? I'm like, I don't know shit about chemo. And they were like, no, I asked them like stage 4. They're like, yeah, he said stage 4 because it moved from my colon to my liver. So when the cancer moved to another section, that's when the level goes up. So it went from my colon to my liver. So that's why he said that stage 4. I mean, I think it was at a stage 4, but it wasn't at like a last leg stage 4. That's what I'm guessing, because even though he's telling, I'm like, Doc, I'm feeling fine. I don't even know what you're talking about. What you mean stage 4? Because from what I've seen and what I know, people on stage 4, they on the last leg, they're about to go. You see them 1 minute, next minute you don't see them no more. And that's all I've been knowing about. That's all I've been seeing like my whole life. That cancer stuff, like it never like actually like, let me see, like hit home, like real close. Like, so I was really nobody really never talked about it. I mean, so it was just like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Man, and it's like, it's almost like, man, now that you are physically going through the chemo, right?
Mhm.
Like, I'm trying to understand, because if they're saying stage 4, are they saying that, well, the chemo could help slow the process, or like you gonna still do this chemo and what's gonna happen is gonna happen regardless? Like, how does that work out?
Yeah, well, they said they want to do the chemo because first I had 2 tumors. I had 2 tumors in my liver, and it was like real big. They were like, okay, the tumors is real big, but we're gonna do chemo to try to shrink it down. Then we had surgery to take it out. I mean, that's what you do. They usually find a cancer, get in that one spot. That's why it's always good to catch it early. Now, I mean, so when you catch it early, it's in that one spot. It's not spreading nowhere. So they only focus on that one area, and they could go in and take it out. I mean, and sometimes you be good. I mean, cancer is crazy because you could be good sometimes, it come back, and all that other stuff. But the best thing is catch it early. You know what I mean? So I had the 2 tumors in my joint. They're like, yeah, we're gonna do some chemo, try to shrink them, get them down to a nice size. Then we can do surgery. Then we're gonna take it right out. I'm like, all right. So this started like in March. I was diagnosed like in March. So I ain't started doing chemo till like, let me see, July that year, 2021 to July. I was diagnosed in March, but I ain't started doing chemo till July.
Mm-hmm.
So I started doing chemo from July, August, September. I think it was the middle of September. So the whole thing was, it was for them shrink my tumors. So after the 2.5 months, they did the scans again and tried to see where the cancer was at. So I'm like, when he came back, he was like, the cancer is still growing. It's not getting, I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? But what the fuck is y'all doing? So now he got me tight because he's telling me it's still growing, but you had me doing this for like almost 3 months. What are you talking about still growing? And when he said that, I broke out. I left them and went to another hospital immediately. That was my last visit, my last stay, and all that. I went to another hospital in Manhattan. And I went there, told them my situation, whatever, and tell them all the stuff I was taking, whatever. I'm like, all right. They were like, okay, whatever you were taking over, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna give you something else. So they gave me something else. Whatever they gave me, it started working immediately. You know what I mean? So, a few months, my tumor start going down. Because this started from, let me see, from July to September, I was in Staten Island. Okay. But then September to like all the way up back to like March, I was up in Manhattan. But like in February, they was like, I did enough chemo. They were like, oh, the tumors, they shrunk good enough where we go in and take them out. I'm like, all right, cool. So, this is a totally whole different hospital. You know what I mean? Everything is going like it's supposed to be going. I don't know what the fuck they were doing over there, but I ain't like it. You know what I mean? Because you telling me, shit's still growing. Y'all ain't doing something y'all supposed to be doing. And y'all ain't doing something right. So I got up and broke out, went up there. But I don't know. I don't know what these doctors out. Even though when I went up there, it's like I still don't be trusting these doctors because they always try to make it seem like their word is always gold. You know what I mean?
Got you. So, like, even though they removed the portion that was attached to your liver, right?
Yeah.
Because it took you so long to get tested and so on and so forth, it spread to another part besides your liver?
No, that was the only two spots I went to. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, say if I didn't when it found it out, when I did find it out, it would have went for my liver and to something else. Know what I mean? Now it's going to something else. That's where it's like, that's where they really can't do it because when cancer get all this place, they really can't do nothing because it's so many places. They can't do nothing. They just like, it is what it is.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So if it was spread somewhere else, I probably wouldn't even reach 50. You know what I mean? This happened when I was like 48. I'm 50 now.
No doubt.
I'm 50 now. So it's like, yeah. So it's like, yeah, we're going to take, this is what he was talking about. Yeah, we're going to take half your liver. Like, what you mean you're going to take half my liver? Like, yeah, we're going to take half your liver. Or, you're like, don't worry about it because it grows back and all that other stuff. I'm like, all right. He told me it grows back and all that other stuff. So I'm like, all right. So they did that, right? So I goes in, I had the surgery, whatever. I did that. So I did the surgery. They wanted me to do a couple more chemo. Try to, to give it to see any more cancer in my body. So I did a couple more times, and I did that, and that's when my numbers got all the way back down to 0. And when your numbers get down to 0, that's when you go back. That's when they call like you in remission.
Mm-hmm.
Or some people say cancer free or whatever you want to call it. And that's what happened. I was in remission or cancer free. So, but I was there. It took probably took like a month after my surgery. My numbers went down to 0. There was no cancer in my body.
So now it's like, I guess a waiting game to see if it comes back, if it don't come back, or do they? You paused on chemo until I guess another visit shows something different, or how did that work?
Yeah, it's something like that. Because when you get in remission and cancer free, whatever, you should still supposed to still go to your doctor because you still checking up. They still want to check your numbers. I mean, they want the number to stay at 0. Anytime the number's going up, or go for like 0 and jump to like 70 or 150, 200. I mean, the cancer came back. I mean, so when that happened to me, I only had like, let me see. I was cancer free. Let me see. Was it July? The next year. Or July.
2022?
Yeah, 2022. It was July. I was cancer free. So, let me see. I was chilling. August. No. Month before that, June. It was June. Because I was chilling. July, August. Then when September came back around, it was like the numbers went back up. I'm like, what you mean my numbers went back up? Like the numbers went back up. So the cancer came back. So I'm like, all right. So we started that whole shit again. You know what I mean? It's like, and first of all, it's like stage 4. It's like they only thing they doing is trying to like, trying to prolong your life because it's like stage 4, that's something like it's always going to be there. Like it's going to be there for the rest of my life. I mean, even if it go on remission, if you go on remission for a couple of years, then it can come back. I mean, that's why you always still got to stay with your checkups, cause.
Got you. So your checkups and the rapid treatment would prolong your remission, I guess. Well, put you. So there's a possibility of you re-entering remission even after you had a flare up again.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, to the audience, man, listen, to all, if there's any men out there, women, it's imperative, please, man, go get yourself checked. Don't, I'm just, listen, please get, for everything, get annual physicals, get, mammogram, pap smears, whatever you need to get these tests done, man. Please, not only for yourself, but for your family members, man. Because, like I said, you don't want to leave that burden on a loved one, man. When it's something that you could, that you're responsible for, you can be responsible enough to contact the proper physician, the proper medical team, and like he said, if one team feel to you ain't adequate, switch to another team, man. Shit, man. Salute, man. I'm glad you switched to that other team. I probably would expose that raggedy ass hospital. I'm being honest, man. I probably, they'd have been on all type of I don't want to live on them so many times, man. Because at the end of the day, you're experimenting with a person's life. And it's not your loved one. So the urgency and getting to things that can help preserve your life ain't a priority to that particular medical team. So I'll expose the shit out of them. I'm letting y'all know right now. If you ever hear me come up here ranting about a hospital or anything, it's because they didn't have my best interests at heart. That's a fact. But man, Steve, man, I don't want to see more, gloom and doom and all that other stuff, man. Because at the end of the day, I want you to know, man. I want to tell you in your face, in front of everybody, you ain't fighting this fight by yourself, man. We here at the drop of a dime. If you ever need anything, man, you yourself personally, one of your family members can reach out, and we there. Collectively, I think a lot of times when we're hit with life-changing or life-altering diagnosis, we get back into survival mode. And when we're in survival mode, it's almost like, listen, we buy ourselves, we're doing fucking, we're going to tear up, or whatever, right? We just got to be mindful now. Now that we're a lot older, there are individuals that really is willing to fight this fight along with us, man. Side by side, back to back, whatever the circumstance may be, we here, man. And that's for not only you, that's for anybody in the chat. If you pulled up, that means it's important. It's important to you, and you feel that your life is important to your family. And I appreciate y'all for that, man. By all means, people pull up for the fuckery, pull up for life-changing and life-altering decisions or information that can help you, in life, man.
Yeah, and that's
somebody in the chat want to know what ragged ass hospital was it in Staten Island? So they want to know what respectfully, let me make sure I put allegedly, this ragged ass hospital, is no good.
All right, but now the hospital on Staten Island, what it was Rumsey. I think it's called Rumsey.
Rumsey.
Yeah.
All right, if y'all familiar with Rumsey in Staten Island, and you got family members, dealing with circumstances, let them know Rumsey is no good. Now Cypher, no good.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse us, excuse for this commercial, but again, let me make sure I drop this damn disclaimer because these raggedy, these social media providers, you know, I will make sure again these opinions, they're just opinions. You know, we're not saying, but you know, anything with the sun. But Staten Island, that Ramsey did Steamo dirty, so Ramsey y'all can kick rocks. That's a fact. All right.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
All right. So what's the name of the hospital that puts your best interests at heart? This, you know, what I mean, 'cause same way we want to shout out the raggedy one. Let's shout out the one that pretty much prolonged you so that you could be with us.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm saying, well, the hospital that's been taking care of me, I've been it's called Mount Sinai. They's up in the city in Manhattan.
Okay. Shout out to Mount Sinai, man.
Yeah, it's like they on top of the game. It's like a whole bunch of hospitals all in a whole bunch of areas. They don't got one, they got like a whole bunch of hospitals all in one area.
Okay.
So, and they deal with the cancer shit.
Got you. So they got particular specialists that deals with.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. It was crazy. It was crazy because this is where Staten Island was sending me to get my checkup for my scan. They were sending me to there to get my scan. So I'm like, that's sending me to get my scan, but y'all fucking up. Know what I mean, I'm like, nah, I want to change. Over there. Know what I mean, but scan shit was crazy. But at the same time, it's like that health shit. We don't talk about that stuff. Know what I mean? That's why I was like, when you hear people, like, that's why a lot of time, when a lot of people pass away, we find out they passed away in the hospital. We find out they passed away. This is the first time we found out they got cancer. Why? But they kept it to themselves.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And it goes on a lot. It goes on a lot, for real. How many people that pass away, like, a lot of family members go to the hospital, such and such. Oh, they got cancer. I'm like, cancer? What? Like, know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if sometimes they don't know or sometimes they just keep it to themselves. Know what I mean? But it's serious, but at the same time, we don't talk about this stuff. I'm just used to seeing stuff like on internet, on TV with the celebrities and all that. That's why I see most of the cancer shit from celebrities.
Yeah, in our community itself, as far as our people is concerned, when it comes as far as health, healthcare providers, health decisions, ways to keep ourselves healthy, it's such a taboo, and it's because
it is.
Especially when you grow up in a particular environment where you have to kind of be tough or have tough skin. So now, if you do have something medically wrong with you, it's almost like a kink in your armor, and you don't want to disclose that particular thing. So I guess maybe that's the reason why a lot of people aren't as vocal about their conditions and so on and so forth. But I'm letting you know right now, what you did tonight, not only on this platform, there's several people in the chat that shared this live out. This is what we need as a whole in the community, and not only in the low culture, but in the culture period. We need individuals to be like, listen, this the circumstance. I wish I would have did XYZ, but I'm letting you know, please go do XYZ so that you don't end up like this. Like, and I'm gonna go back to myself. So the heart attack for me was caused, I was 40 pounds heavier. So I had to come to the realization, one, my eating habits is out of whack. and shit that this person's saying and this person and doing all this other stuff. It wasn't I would like to. It was more so like you have to in order to be here for your family. With the help of Darkman, I promise y'all, we're going to start doing a health and awareness kind of course where we might be doing exercises and we might be doing different things that you can do, not only sitting down, but throughout your everyday, just walking, to help you, not only lose weight but keep the weight off. Help, keeping your organs and things like that functioning as properly as possible. Oh, absolutely, Uncle Ralph. He says stress plays a big part. That's a fact, man. A lot of times stress makes you regress and like keep it to yourself, keep it all in, and like I said, I hate to show like the emotional side sometimes, but minutes, probably seconds away, or the minute this live go out, I know I'm gonna cry, and that's because at the end of the day, man, when a close loved one is hurting or has something that you really can't do nothing about, it's almost like, man, you put yourself in that person's shoes and like, well, damn, what can I do? What can we do to make this legacy better than what it already is? I mean, because a lot of us done been put in circumstances and we're kind of living our legacy now. Like, you're born and then you have an expiration date, but that dash in the middle, we determine that dash in the middle, man. So long as we do the necessary things, man. Facts, bringing awareness is key, man. I mean, I appreciate, shout out to the Mob Tide people, man. Y'all are spectacular. I appreciate y'all pulling up and helping and assisting, because like I said, this is a very tough topic, and like I said, this topic hit home. For me, I had my uncle, he passed away from leukemia. My grandmother, she passed away from cancer. She had breast cancer. I don't want to fuck it. My sister right now, my closest sister, she has cancer, and she's fighting through it and all that other stuff. So shout out to me. Like I said, I'm here. We're gonna fight together. So I appreciate all of kings and queens that's willing to fight the fight alongside us, man. So that we, anybody who has it or contacted or didn't come in contact with, y'all know that y'all not out there fighting by yourself, man. We here. We definitely here. Steve-O though, man. Steve-O, what are some things that why are you still here? Because I guess a lot of times when we hear certain things so that we don't hit that gloom and doom and hit that stress. And I like to say a lot of times when your thoughts are positive and you have other things going on, it kind of diverts you away from whatever things you're particularly going through. Yeah. So what are some things that Steve-O thinks about that helps him cope, through the days?
My kids.
Okay.
My kid, and that's the thing. It's like, because like everybody don't take hearing that news. Everybody don't take it the same way. I mean, sometimes when people get that news, it's like they go, they start stressing. They just start doing other things. But with me, I ain't do none of that shit. I mean, I went about my business like, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I mean, so even though I did all that, I was going to chemo, doing surgery, I ain't stopped nothing I was doing. I was still doing what I was doing. I mean, because sometimes chemo affect everybody different. Know what I mean? Even when I was doing chemo, I have my little down days and all that, but besides my down days, I'm up and I'm gone. Know what I mean? That's one thing. I don't sit around just if they think about, I'm going on, doing what I'm doing. I've been doing that since 2021. I'm still doing it right now. Even when they said it came back, I'm like, all right, it came back. All right, we got to get it out of here again. Know what I mean? We got to get out of there again. So that's my mindset. Like, it's not like nothing gonna hold me down. Like, I'm not gonna be in the crib, towel over my head, laying in the bed, don't want, to stop my life because of that. I just keep going.
For the people who don't know, right? I need you to talk about some of the businesses that you put in place, to lengthen your legacy. I know some of them, but I need for you to tell the people about some of these businesses and business ventures that you didn't tied yourself to, that you are leaving behind for your loved ones.
Yeah, I'm saying, even I've been doing this before, even cancer came up. I always started my let me see, it's one of them. I got my own moving joint I be doing. If you need something moved, I call. I'm just a man with a van. I move shit. You know what I mean? Then I got the other one, the handyman. You know what I mean? I like, if it's in a box, I could put it together, shit like that. You know what I mean? Then I got the other shit with landscape for the summer. You know what I mean? Then when the winter time comes, I snow blow. I do a little bit of everything. I'm like a handyman. You know what I mean? So it don't stop. So I stay working, and that will keep me going. It's like I stay working. You know what I mean? It's like I was saying. I ain't trying to go for I ain't trying to do no I said what I said. No, I said it not too long ago. I'm not looking for a handout. Know what I mean? Because I'm looking for work. I ain't looking for no handout. I'm just looking for work. That's all I do.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Now I know, as far as for the culture, I know you got Steamo rides where anybody trying to get from events and so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Passenger vans and so on and so forth to help them travel state to state, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I do that too.
I know this year at the Parkway, I was definitely so proud. You got your own Steamo Icy or Icy Delight treats, and that's spectacular.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I know when you came down to NC for the Lost South Barbecue, you had all the toys. My grandson still got that sword. You got all the kid toys and light up swords and so on and so forth. Do you still? Oh, and you had the moon. I seen you with the moon bouncers. You put them out for the kids. I don't know if you called it Steamo War. I don't know what it was, but I know you had a bunch of moon bounces and things like that for some of these events, man. That is spectacular, man. That is I wish I had some of those pictures to the side, but that's what I'm talking about. It's like when you no longer let what happened to you affect you, and you're still blessing others in the process. Oh, I just got a reservation. That's all right. Damn, we've been up here an hour. Steamo, man, I really, by far appreciate you by all means. Like I was telling everybody prior to, me and the wife and the kids, we all about to go on a cruise. Again, we're going probably try to meet up with Disco in Miami, and then we're going to Cozumel, Mexico. We're going to Clearwater, Florida, and then Cozumel, Mexico for the week. So,
what month is that?
You said what month is that?
Yeah, what month is that?
That's tomorrow.
Oh, okay. You about to leave? Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's actually we are leaving tomorrow night, and then I'll be back. November.
It was crazy because I went there. I went there last year. I went there last year in February.
To Cozumel?
Yeah, I went there. I had a 4-day trip on the cruise.
Yeah. Last year we went to where the hell we went last year? We went to the Bahamas. We went
Okay.
no, I'm lying. No, yeah, we did. We went to Half Moon Cay in the Bahamas
Mm-hmm.
and Nassau.
Yeah.
We did a 7-day cruise. But yeah,
Mhm.
you know, for anybody in the chat, if y'all don't, y'all know anything about timeshares, or if y'all want to learn some things about some timeshares, and you got a huge family, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Timeshares is the wave for anybody who got a family of 4 and more.
Mm.
Cause them hotel rooms, will put a dent on you.
Mm.
But if you wind up getting villas every time, or at the resort, you getting like a house or little townhouse, wherever you go at, it saves on your pocket. You're able to cook, get your own food and so on and so forth. So timeshare is the way to go on that aspect. But
Yeah.
definitely, man, Steamo, man, Steamo. It's an honor to call you not only my comrade but my family. Like you definitely a brother to us. I know, matter of fact, shout out to I seen Big Boo in here a few minutes ago, but shout out to Big Boo, man. That's my co-host. He a little under the weather right now. But for the most part, he definitely, send his matter of fact, he right there. I just know he salute to the big homie, man.
All right. Big Lodi.
Definitely holding us down. Now, Steamo, if you get some free time and you ever, just want to come shoot the breeze, man, you an honorary guest pass any point in time, any one of the platforms that we on. Politics Usual, the Ralphie Kids, Super Type Blow Line, you can come, take your shoes off, kick your feet up, throw it on the desk, and we're gonna have content and go into some things.
Yeah.
I forgot who coming up next. I don't know what shows they're gonna be doing, like when I'm out of town, but I know they definitely. I know Darkman and them, they're gonna hold it down. So salute to the team, salute to everybody. What I got for them? I'm trying to think. Do I got something special for the chat? Shoot. Matter of fact, let me do this. Now, I'm gonna do a brief giveaway, right? So if you in the chat, I'm gonna throw this giveaway, but you ain't gonna receive it until after I get back from my trip. I'll make sure I either send y'all some. Oh shoot, that's what I do. If by any chance y'all into clothing and y'all wanna rock some of the latest apparel and so on and so forth, we do have our own clothing brand. Y'all could go right here to that website, www.universallowlives.com. You'll see all the apparel. You'll see all the everything that we got up there. If you leave a comment or message, hey, Chip Low sent me or Big Boo sent me, we'll see if we can throw you a discount on top of whatever discount is already up there. But go grab yourself some apparel and so on and so forth. Steamo, man.
But yo, let me leave you where steady I'm at right now. Know what I mean? Because like I said, it came back. So I still been doing chemo.
Okay.
Still been doing chemo. Know what I mean? Like I said, I got my up days. I got mostly up days and more down days. Know what I mean? But I can see why. I mean, a lot of people get tired of chemo because that shit really fuck you up, son. That shit really fuck you up. Know what I mean? But if your body ain't strong, know what I mean, and that chemo hit your body, it's gonna fuck you up. That's why sometimes you see people doing cancer, they get so skinny because that shit stop everything. You don't want to eat, you don't want to do nothing. Know what I mean? But me, I'm just a greedy motherfucker.
Hey, shit, that's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up.
I stay busting shit down, know what I mean? But you know, but at the same time, but like right now, I'm at I just did a checkup with my doctor like probably like a few weeks ago. My numbers, they was up, they came back down. They not at zero, but it came all the way down to probably to like they said came out like around like 4. Not at zero. I mean, so I'm just keep doing, keep doing what I'm doing, my chemo. I'm trying to get to zero, zero, zero. Know what I mean?
No
And I
doubt.
was talking to my doctor, and I was like, okay, she was trying to tell me like, this is something you want to, deal with for the rest of your life. Know what I mean? So, you either sometimes people give up or you can fight it. Know what I mean? And a lot of times when I be going to get my treatment, it's like I'm the youngest. I'm 50. I'm the youngest one in this. Every time I go there, I'm the youngest one in. Everybody I see there is like 60, 70, 80. Know what I mean? And when I go there, I don't see us in there.
Mm.
I don't see us. Know what I mean? So it's like that's another thing I said. We don't like talking about stuff, or we don't like going to the doctors. Everybody got the doctors this and doctors that. Know what I mean? But I don't see us in there. But I see everybody else in there doing what they doing. Know what I mean? Even the older people. Some people when they got to do chemo, they gotta be in their bed doing chemo because it's so affecting their body. They can't even sit up, stand. They got to lay down and take their chemo. Know what I mean? But that chemo is like crazy, bro. Know what I mean? But as far as me, I just be doing it. Know what I mean? And my doctor, she be having no understanding. She be like, "Oh, you such and such, such and such." I'm like, "Nah." So how you feeling? I'm like, "I'm good." Like you ain't have such and such, such and such. I'm like, "Nah." She's like, "Oh, great." Like she make it seem like she never seemed like I don't know because I know she had plenty of patience. Know what I mean? But she probably never had a patient like me, like the willpower I got, or like because when they talking, like I'm like, I don't go in there like talking down, like, oh, this gonna be my last, I'm like, nah, I'm chilling. I'm planning on going on a trip. I'm going on my cruise and shit like that.
No doubt, no doubt. Man, you know what? I forgot to even ask this question. I had it lined up, but I got so caught up in the moment. But as far as on a financial aspect, because I know a lot of people like, well, hey, I might not have the insurance or whatever the case may be. Do they have programs that you know of that kind of assist if by any chance you were to get diagnosed with something like this, or you're trying to prevent getting to at least the stage 4? Do they have programs that you know of that could assist with the burden as far as the financial burden of keeping the chemo coming or whatever medications that they particularly giving you, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, well, I know in New York is on like you get regular Medicaid. Know what I mean, if you got regular Medicaid, they take care of all that. Know what I mean, but sometimes people don't have insurance or nothing like that. But you got to have insurance because you ain't getting no chemo without insurance, bro. You ain't getting that.
Gotcha.
They ain't doing nothing. They hard on that. You ain't got insurance, you ain't getting that. You got to pay out your pocket. Word.
See, and that's a message to the youths as well as individuals just coming home, so on and so forth. That's why you have to get yourself some form of a legal hustle so that you could get yourself some insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can get these regular routine checkups and so on and so forth. Or if something was to happen to you, you can get the preventative maintenance to keep you alive. It's imperative, man. So just think about, any one of us could go out there, grab a pack, and go hustle it and do what we do.
Mhm.
on that aspect. But you ain't got no insurance doing that.
Yeah, you ain't got no
You know,
insurance. Yeah, that's
you
why.
definitely ain't got no insurance doing it that way, man.
There'll be cases where people will have to pay out of their pocket for the for that chemo. That's why sometimes that's why a lot of times people get the what's the thing they set up for people for
GoFundMe.
yeah, they can go. That's why a lot of people get GoFundMe because they can't pay their hospital bill because they don't got insurance. I mean, and GoFundMe definitely help a lot of people out because if you ain't got that bread, you ain't getting that. They ain't giving you shit, son. You ain't getting it.
That's what's up, man.
You gotta have that bread. You gotta have that insurance. It's crazy how they do it, but they ain't giving that shit for free.
Let me see right here. Last thing people said you low life strong. He said we definitely need to keep up with our checkups.
Definitely though, and shout out to all the brothers that been coming up to me that because ever since that happened, I've been like spread awareness and all that, and all the brothers that went and got checked, all the sisters that went and got checked. I mean, they coming up and telling me, hey, I was kind of scared, but I did it anyway. Know what I mean?
No doubt.
Word.
No
And
doubt. Listen.
And I got another message for all the people that's talking about, oh, I'm scared. Hey, yo, for all the dudes, put your skirt down, bro. Go get a checkup. Stop playing.
That's a fact, man. Y'all heard it here. Go on, swallow your pride and go and get that test, man.
Yeah, I had people that tell me straight up, son, I'm scared. I'm like, I mean, there's no need to be scared, bro. Just go do it.
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, right? You scared to go get that test, but if you was to get locked up, allegedly, you would do all type of things with that razor to protect yourself.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you just gonna play the herb, play PC, be dancing, one foot in the toilet and all that other stuff. But if you really gonna defend yourself and defend your family, if you got behind them bars, there's gonna be times where you have to hide your gun in certain places, man. That is a fact.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that same energy when you go get that test, man.
Exactly. I'm saying no need to be scared. You know what I mean? And another thing, hey yo, when I did go get my colonoscopy, this is when I found out females do the same thing. I ain't no female get colonoscopy. Because I was sitting there, I was seeing all the ladies come out too. I'm like, hey, y'all get that too? See? That's for me not knowing about colonoscopy. And I found out females get it too. They do the colonoscopy too. So not only for the men, females do it also.
Yeah, so y'all women, go on, y'all, a lot of y'all getting that test for free. Prior to you might as well go get the doctor, the test. Lord forgive me. Now, seriously though, man, go everybody, strap up and go get them tests done, man.
Well,
salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that pulled up, man. Steve-Mo, we definitely gonna have you up here again, with us, probably on a wild fun night where we just working out. Yeah. Giving us, we definitely need some more of them MGB stories, man. Because of course, we got a lot of the SJP stories, but we need some MGB stories, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, y'all stay tuned, man. We're gonna get Steve-Mo back up here. But if anybody got any questions in the chat, now is your time to particularly ask them. Go ahead and just ask away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like don't be scared. That's what I'm saying. This is what we don't do. I mean, we need to do this more often. I'm trying to remember, like, because even before this cancer, 5 years ago, I wound up in the hospital. I had a blood clot in my leg, right? Because I did a long drive. I drove all the way to Missouri, and I drove back. That would cause the blood clot in my leg. So I went to the hospital. Like, you got a blood clot. I stayed in the hospital for 2 weeks. This happened like 5 years ago. Know what I mean? Now at the same time, like that whole 2 weeks, I could have been getting all kinds of tests. I could have got everything done. I'm saying, like, did I have cancer? I don't even know, because I ain't asking no test, because it's like when you go to the hospital, if you don't ask for it, they ain't doing it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They ain't doing it. So I'm like, maybe I could have found this 5 years ago. Maybe it could have been in stage 1, or I don't know. But I'm just mind, like, I was there for 2 weeks and they ain't do nothing. I was just healing on my blood clot. They took care of that. But at the same time, you could have got every test in the book you wanted to done. I mean, you got to speak up, because when you go to the doctor only going to do what you tell him to do. You're only going to take the test you tell him to take. I mean, if you're going in for your foot, they ain't going to check on your arm. They ain't going to do that. So you got to let these doctors know, oh, such as I need to, while I'm here, let me go take such and such test. I mean, I'm like, maybe I missed the opportunity, because, it wasn't in the air. It wasn't like floating around talking about it. So it was like, I was in 2 weeks. That was it. And this came up like 5 years later.
Damn. It was a good thing, you went and took the time, got your tests done, and they kind of caught it. And even though that raggedy ass hospital, didn't they didn't finish, but they started. Thank God for Mount Sinai, man.
Yeah, definitely. I be bigging them up, but they be getting on my nerves sometimes too. I be talking to my nurse. I got a doctor. I got a little Chinese doctor. She be talking to me like crazy. I'm like, all right. It's like, yeah, because sometimes like, yo, come on, y'all be talking to me like, sometimes they talking all this doctor shit. I'm like, nah, come on, break all that shit down, because I don't know what you're talking about. Know what I mean? Like, hold up. Know what I mean? Like, full pack. Know what I mean? Now, tell me again. Know what I mean? Because, because they always ask you got questions. Know what I mean? But it's cool.
Yeah, so I ain't see no questions asked. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Appreciate everybody for coming out, and on that note, Steamo, man, oh man, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me go ahead and drop this little outro.
All right, vice versa.
Let me see before I click it. Oh, let me click this up here real quick. Appreciate you for pulling up, bringing awareness to the audience. Facts. That's what Big Boo said. That's a fact.
Exactly, and I continue to do that on all my platform, my Instagram, my Facebook. I do all that. I stay saying something about it. Know what I mean? Even if like yo, go get a checkup. Know what I mean?
I ain't even. I forgot to ask you that. Like, is that something you want to do? You want people to hit you on social media, as far as your Instagram or Facebook, and
I'm saying that they do that anyway. But you can definitely hit me up on my Instagram. My Instagram is Steam Team, and my Facebook is Steamo Randolph. I mean, you got any questions, or if you want some info about it, you can definitely hit me up, because they do that anyway. Know what I mean? But I don't mind.
Yeah, maybe they're not comfortable. Maybe on the one-on-one they're more comfortable. Asking certain questions. So
a lot of people hit me up like that.
All right, like Steamo said, man, he's willing to share the information and help you out if you want further information. You can reach him at Steam Team on IG or Steamo Randolph on Facebook.
Definitely.
With that being said, man, we can go ahead. Let me go get. I still ain't packed my bag or nothing, man. I don't know, my wife will kill me.
Oh yeah, y'all gonna have some fun over there in Cosmo.
Yeah, I ain't packed my bag or nothing, man.
All right.
Guess what?
Word.
Man, on that note, man.
Life, super drive, life.
This is probably the most challenging record you have ever put on your turntable.
You ain't about that life.